Welcome to the New Life Stories channel. We hope you will have fun with us. Enjoy watching.
It was when I was 25 years old. She was 20. Her name was Kelly, so you all have a chance to imagine her: tall, 174 centimeters, weight 51 kilograms. Slim, with a good figure, a nice taut ass, and a second size of breasts. We met at the institute, and our communication grew into a romantic relationship, which lasted a little more than 3 years. And in that time, a lot of things happened. Briefly about how she presented herself to me. The first time we slept together was 2 months into our relationship. It was nothing special, just missionary position and under a blanket, and I don't see the point in describing it here, as she was always reserved in bed and modest, saying she had no one before me. But I knew it was a lie, but I didn't pay much attention to it as it didn't matter to me. Then her nature came out, and she showed what a nymphomaniac she really is and how she loves with different men, and as it turned out, it came from whom? Her mom, Mary, a woman about 45 years old, but looked about 35 years old, slim, with long legs, elastic, and taut forms, as she constantly attended fitness. Very pretty face. There was one minus in her appearance, and that was small breasts. Small is not the word. She probably did not even reach the first size. So one day we went to the mountains in a car, camping. Me and Kelly and her mom. I packed up all my stuff, packed it in the car, and went to pick up the ladies. As I pulled up to their house, I caught a glimpse of the women standing there, or rather Mary. She was standing there in very short jean shorts with a short top with no bra on top. Kelly did not shy away from her mommy and wore a short denim skirt and a mesh tank top on top. We loaded our stuff and started to get into the car. Mary got in the back seat, but not behind either of us, but in the middle. And as she climbed into the back seat, I peeked in the mirror, and I saw the moment she advanced on the seat and involuntarily spread her legs. I noticed there was no underwear under her shorts. Kelly sat down next to me. As she settled into the seat, her short skirt was pulled up, and I noticed the lacy lingerie of a toxic green color. The sight of these two women, and in such outfits, immediately made me feel an unbearable tension in my pants. And Kelly smiled evilly when she noticed it. Trying to keep our minds off the road, we hit the road. It was only an 8-hour drive. I tried not to think about the fact that the woman in the back seat wasn't wearing underwear, but my eyes were involuntarily squinting into the rearview mirror, and I thought I was doing it so carefully that no one would notice, but I was wrong. I was very wrong. Mary noticed that I was sneaking glances at her daughter, and so when we had been driving for about 3 hours, we decided to stop for a break to go to the bathroom. We pulled over to the side of the road, and I went into the bushes to take a leak, and I thought I had found a secluded corner, thinking I was alone. But I was wrong. Mary, having left her daughter on the side of the highway in the car, followed me, but I didn't know that, and I didn't see her. As I thought I was alone, I decided to blow off a little steam, remembering all the delights my girlfriend's mom had shown me. My memory was going through the images. From pleasure, I closed my eyes and didn't notice anything around me. Suddenly, I heard a voice. "Wow, what are you doing here?" It was Mary. I hurriedly tried to leave as my embarrassment was unparalleled, but she stopped me. Grabbing my hand, she said, "I saw you looking at me." "I'm not looking." Slightly lowering my eyes, I replied. You were looking. I saw you looking at me in the car." "Well, yeah, I'm looking," I admitted. "It's just that you're wearing such short shorts and a tank top like that." "You like that?" "Yeah, but it's not right. I'm dating your daughter, after all." "So what?" "It makes me feel good that I'm still desirable to young guys." And then this woman showed me what she could do. I never dreamed I could do that, except in my fantasy. Then we cleaned ourselves up and went to the car. "Did you like it?" Mary asked. "Oh, yes. There's a sequel waiting for you when you arrive." We got into the car. We didn't realize we were gone for about 15 minutes, and Kelly asked, "What took you so long?" I didn't know what to say to that. but Mary took matters into her own hands. Well, there's not many people in the woods that can molest you. And Tom, that's my name, was guarding me. I see, replied Kelly, and we drove on. After driving for another 2 hours, Kelly wanted a snack, and since all the bags were in the luggage compartment, the only way to get a bag of food for the road was from the back seat. Mom, get the bag of food. Of course, daughter, her mom replied. And Mary turned and slumped over the seat, reaching for her bag. I saw it in the rearview mirror, and Mary pretended, as if on purpose, that she couldn't find the bag, and kept twirling her butt. But then her daughter intervened. Turning to her, she saw the pose her mom was in, and reprimanded her. Mom realized that it was time to get out, took her bag, and sat down on the seat, at the same time smiling and looking at my eyes in the mirror. She had a victorious smile on her face. When we reached the town, we stopped to get the rest of the groceries. Kelly and I went into the store, and Mary stayed in the car. And then Kelly asked me, "Tell me honestly, why were you in the woods for so long? Your mom told you everything." Surprised by her question, I replied, "I know my mom, she cheats on my dad left and right. Sometimes she acts just awful. Even the way she's dressed up, barely covering her private parts. Yeah, the length of your skirt leaves a lot to be desired, too. Did your mom dress you up?" I asked, smiling wryly. "You don't like it?" she asked, surprised. "I like it, of course I do. You have a lot to show for it. I'm always telling you that. Would you like me to find a secluded corner with you right now, and I'll make you feel good?" "Yes," I replied without hesitation. We walked by the shelves and stacked the groceries. Kelly visibly wanted to turn me on and was bending over to pick up the groceries on the bottom shelf. It didn't take long for me to react to this. After finishing our shopping, we moved with Kelly towards the restroom, which was in the same building. We went in there and closed the door. And the daughter even outdid her mommy. "Did you like it, honey?" "Of course. You bet I did," I replied. "My mommy taught me all that," Kelly replied proudly. And then I blurted out and said, "Yeah, I already figured that out." "What?" Kelly asked me, surprised and angry. I, lowering my eyes, told her everything that had happened in the woods. I thought our trip was over because there was anger and resentment on Kelly's face. We got back in the car, I got behind the wheel, and Kelly got in the back seat with her mother. Mary asked, "What took you so long?" "Went to the bathroom," Kelly replied indignantly. "So, any luck?" "Almost," Kelly said, looking at her mother unhappily. The mother realized that her daughter knew what had happened in the woods and asked me to get out of the car. I got out, and 20 minutes later they called me back in. Kelly was already sitting in the front seat and smiling. I don't know what her mom said to her, but they were in a great mood, and we drove on. We drove for about 2 more hours, and the whole time I was trying to figure out what had changed Kelly's mood so drastically, and what to expect from our vacation. But what happened next was like no fairy tale to tell, no pen to describe. It's the kind of thing every man can dream of. Mom and daughter made our vacation unforgettable. I'll remember it for the rest of my life. Dear friends, thank you very much for watching. Leave comments, put likes, share with friends, and subscribe to the channel.